Today I want to talk about judgment. I've been judgmental throughout my life. Um, Part of it would be because I think I deserve more than I do, and another part is because I guess if you judge other people, you can't really look at yourself too much. I remember looking at some people where they were at, whether it's their level of skill at something, their job, how much money they had, their physique, and thinking like, oh, if they're older than me, that I wouldn't look like that when I was older, or you know, things of that nature. And the funny thing is I realized like every time I judged somebody or said, oh man, that couldn't be me, it ended up being me not too long after, whether it was months down the line or years, I was ended up being in that same position. Another thing is like girls. I remember there was at that same job. It's just funny. I don't know why I'm thinking about it, but there's this one dude who came in. He was a little cocky or whatever, and he was gonna talk to this girl, and he asked us if she had a girlfriend, and he goes up to her to talk to her, and we knew he was doing it, and she said she had a boyfriend, but she was lying, and I remember we were all kind of like laughing or whatever because she said no. It's that type of stuff where like those are the people who are actually trying to do things, especially now online. You see people do cold approaches or talk to girls, and I don't like that it's on camera because it becomes performative and it's not real. But at least they went out and did it. You're sitting at home watching them, judging them. Oh, bro, if I was there, I would have said this and that. And the funny thing was, I remember I told him, this one dude that worked there, I told him that I liked this girl, and then she came out to talk to me, and I literally just fucking froze. I didn't even know what to say, and she was like, I already know what he's gonna say. And it was like, so like here I am judging people saying what I would do if I was in a situation, and I get put in the situation not too long after, and I did way worse. I remember one time working at a restaurant I used to work at, and I was like technically a busser, but I would take the trash out and stuff, or take some food out here and there depending on the day. And then there was another guy who was older than me, probably like I was probably 18, 19, and he was in his like mid 20s, and we'd have to take the bags out at the end of the night, and we would take them out and it would rip, and we'd get like chicken trimmings and flour on our shoes and shirts and everything, and we weren't making the greatest amount of money. But and I remember we were going out there one night, and we were on our way out to take the trash. We had to wait till everybody finished up to take everything out, and he talked about how old he was, and I was like, oh, I don't really want to be doing this at 25 or something. But I didn't really mean it in a negative way. I was like, shit, I've been doing this for a couple months now, and I'm 18, and I'm like, bro, it sucks. I get the stuff all over my feet, it smells. He also was doing like bar back and stuff too, so he was making more money on some nights. But I remember he kind of like, I don't think he took it bad, but he definitely like, I guess I should, I shouldn't have said it, but, and fast forward, here I am working at a job that really isn't much better at 25, not really where I want to be. And it's just interesting how everything goes. I don't know where he's at right now, but um, sitting here talking to myself, saying how I wouldn't be in that position at that age. I'm not even in that position. I'm probably slightly less. And I would have all these thoughts about me, what I would do, how much money I would have, where I would be at. I'm gonna have a place here. I'm gonna have accomplished this. And people that were older than me that didn't have that, I'd have something. I wouldn't say anything, but I would. I thought I was better, and I'm not. And there's times too with like, I wouldn't say new employees. I'm not hard on new employees or anything, but um, if somebody does something goofy or is doing it wrong, it can be like, you can see how you're a faster learner or whatever. You were better in the beginning, and that's because you're comfortable at your job. You know, you're comfortable. You've gotten used to it. You know what to do. These people don't necessarily know how to do this new job, and they're not great at it. And I did the blue collar stuff for a little bit, and I remember they were talking about the construction site and how they might mess with you or whatever. And I was thinking like, oh, when I go to the construction site, I'm gonna they're not even gonna be able to tell I'm new, know what to say, or get the work done, and act like it's light work or whatever. And I remember I got there, and I had to set up a foldable table, and I couldn't figure out how to do the foldable table. So like in my mind, I'm thinking like, man, it's probably gonna be measurements or using the saw or screwing in something at an awkward angle or lifting something heavy. It was trying to open up a foldable table where people instantly saw that I was a super green. And I guess to really wrap it all up, just be honest with where you are, who you are. Don't be judgmental, because next thing you know, you're in the same position. You have that same thing happening to you, and you didn't handle it as well. You didn't look that good. You didn't do it perfect. Um, Anybody can criticize, but can you be the guy that actually accomplishes something? The guy who actually does something important or meaningful?